So the Sword and Shield base set is now out. TCG. Brock, you dabble a little bit in the TCG, right? A little bit.
I never played it seriously.
Okay. Jake, you collect, right? Or you've been buying packs recently.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so you guys are the Neils are a little more casual with it. I take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am at least.
Okay, and then so me and Isaiah were actually in the thick of it with the cards and stuff. Isaiah's printing off,
Oh boy.
65 proxies.
Hey, we're buying the cards though.
Okay, yes. It was just funny to play like your full proxy deck, which I respect. It's probably better than like actually, making the deck and being like, well, shit, this isn't actually good, or I don't actually like this or whatever.
I'm actually glad because when we first played, I kind of got trounced, but we upgraded the deck, and if I had bought that version, I would have been really sad.
You would have. So, Isaiah, can you give us a little narrative for us of your Pokemon TCG journey now that Sword and Shield is out, and your previous deck, and then what they've done to that deck, and now why you're like a nomad searching for new land?
Do I really need to talk about that? Is that something that needs to happen?
I just want to kind of throw it out there, like for context on where we're at, like friend group wise for the TCG.
Okay, so I don't know if anyone's been listening. Occasionally on here, I've mentioned Jigglypuff once or twice, and you might have picked up that just might be favorite.
Your favorite Pokemon? Yes.
It turns out that favoritism also extends to the type of Pokemon that Jigglypuff is.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great? So, that type being fairy.
Fairy type, which,
well, isn't she normal? She's a normal type.
She was
started normal.
She was normal until X and Y. They made her fairy.
That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, my current deck is basically as close to control as you can get in Pokemon, because Pokemon's weird like that. I play a Guardian deck, and it's sort of toolboxy with a bunch of trainers and supporters, and it runs like 5 Pokemon, which is a playset of Guardian, and a Mega Punny Jigglypuff set.
Guardian, for the folks at home that don't play, is Gardevoir Sylveon tag team.
Yeah, Gardevoir Sylveon tag team. The whole deck is centered around being able to move energy around on my Pokemon, and having a GX move that just makes someone's
Magical Miracle GX.
Magical Miracle GX. So, yeah, essentially the dealio is that I oh god. I really like this deck, and I've been having a lot of fun. It's the only deck I have because I invest in other card games too, and it's really expensive to try to keep up with 3 card games at once. So I only have the one deck. Then, come to find, in the release of Sword and Shield, they made an announcement that they would be removing Fairy-type Pokemon from the game.
There are no more fairy typing is not a thing anymore in the Pokemon TCG.
They're removing all fairies. Just
Why you gotta make this man talk about the death of his beloved?
Okay, so they're not like retroactively like removing fairy types from the game. Like Isaiah's deck, but from going forward, they're not making any more fairy Pokemon. So Isaiah's deck will never have like new things to add to it. It's just gonna stay stagnant and eventually
this new set,
die.
Mega depressing because there were literally no new cards to add to the deck. I was literally thinking of every potential card I could add to this deck, and like nothing. Like not a card.
No.
Maybe a Pokemon catcher instead of a great catcher.
Yeah.
But literally, So we had to make do. We had to start over, just like I had to in basically every other card game I'm playing right now.
No.
So, I just wanted to throw that out there because I was sure we were gonna get. I was sure we were gonna get like a hint of like sadness from Isaiah in regards to talking about the Pokemon TCG. Basically, what happened, the typing in Pokemon TCG is pretty weird compared to the actual games because they kind of group a lot of typings together. So rock, ground, and fighting are all just fighting type together. Water and ice are together, bug and grass, like these kind of things, they all put them together, and they moved a couple of them around, so it's like poison is no longer psychic, it's actually going to be dark type now, and one of the many changes they made is that they're just not making fairy types anymore, which is unheard of. They've never reseeded a type before, so fairy was added with the X and Y sets, and for some reason they were like, fuck it, we're not making fairy types anymore.
I think actually they did some fuckery with dragon before.
Dragon, yeah, dragon's a little weird because there are dragon types, but there's no dragon energy or basic dragon energy. So yeah, that's another one, which is funny because like fairy and dragon are actually kind of connected in the games, at least like type advantage wise.
Yeah, dragon's just not gonna have a weak.
Yeah, so dragons are probably gonna go back to having, being weak to dragon rather than fairy, or just not having a weakness. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit just because it's a narrative, and that's why Isaiah's having, a full proxy deck, because he doesn't actually have a deck anymore now that, fucking whatever, Wizards of the Coast or whoever makes this game.
No. If Wizards of the Coast made this game, there would be oh my god, I have so many complaints. This game is ran haphazardly. A 4-year-old child runs this game. I swear to God.
Ouch.
Not even just the bannings, just everything about this game is so frustrating to deal with. The rulings? The cards don't do what they say on them? Excuse me? Oh my god.
There are quite a few cards where it's like, I'm gonna have to check the rule book on that, sir.
And there's not a rule book!
The rule book actually doesn't exist. You have to like look at cases of like similar situations and kind of, just decide on it yourself.
White rules online.
Yeah. Which is funny because the online Pokemon trading card game, which is like the joke where we're like, oh, we'll have to play this match online and see what the game does. Sometimes there's bugs with that, and they like straight up ban certain cards until they fix them. So it's like you can't even trust the online play. So I don't know. It's a fucky card game. Pokemon just need to get their shit together across all platforms.